Welcome back to another Inspired Drive video. This is my beautiful wife, Brittany, and we are in her 2015 Subaru Forester in this incredible and beautiful weather. You can just call this Subaru Forester Part 2 Snowfast Edition. Do you hate it?
That's right. It's Snowfast.
Snowfast?
Snowfast.
It's not go fast because it's got like 170 horsepower, but I can drive faster than all these other dudes in the snow.
That's right.
Snowfast.
Snowfast.
Yeah. Can you drive faster than all these other dudes in the snow?
I haven't driven in the snow in quite a while.
Well, the only objective here is to not A, end up in a ditch, B, roll over, C, catch on fire. If we don't do any of those things, then we can drive as fast and as recklessly as we want. It's just, yeah, send it, you know? It's whatever. Yeah.
Just gotta avoid those 3 obstacles and,
right.
You know, if they're in the midst of happening, stop it.
Right.
Stop it.
Yeah, if you're beginning to roll over into the ditch.
Just stop it.
That's right. You stop.
Just stop.
And as long as you maintain that sense of control, everything's fine, right?
And if you're about to catch on fire, just
stop it.
Just stop.
That's right, yeah. I love it. This is what it means to be snow fast, my dude. So fast on the snow. Wow, look at all this. We're so fast.
Fast.
Wow. Do I detect a little anger, or are we at least a little furious to go with our fast?
Should I be furious?
Maybe. I mean, I'm destroying your transmission out here today, just slipping everything all the time, just f***ing it all up. Subarus are built of a little bit more sturdy stuff than that, though, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, otherwise, what's the point? So, this is our 2015 Subaru Forester. If you haven't seen the last video, I talked about the actual chassis and handling capabilities of this car, the stuff from other Subarus you can put on it, the fact that it can be lifted a little bit to do off-road and overland stuff, the fact that it will actually handle similarly to a WRX or an STI with a curb weight of only 3,200 pounds, which is incredible in a vehicle this size. Yeah, 170 horsepower CVT transmission, which actually ends up being really good for acceleration.
Yeah. I mean, when I bought this car, I test drove 2 Subarus, and the whole reason I bought the 15 over the 13, I think, that I was also test driving was just the sheer, like, acceleration difference. The 13 felt so laggy, and, like, there was just no get up and go. It was like driving an old truck, truck.
It was a traditional automatic versus a modern CVT.
Right.
Now, from what I understand, Subaru spent a lot of time and a lot of energy being very careful before they came to the market with their CVT. They let a lot of other companies come to market with it first, do it poorly before they got their research done, got it done right, and brought it to market, which I'm grateful for because this car is great. I mean, it accelerates really well.
Yeah, and today you're getting to see the ideal environment for having a Subaru, which is snowy and shitty out.
This is a lot of fun. I don't think people realize how much more fun this is than driving a slow car in traffic or a fast car in traffic. This is just as fun as running the toge or running an autocross or anything like that. It's different. It's a lot of fun. It's a little sketchy at times, but hey, we're having a good time.
We had some ice earlier in the week, but now we've got mostly pretty, I would say, dry, consistent powder out, and
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It was kind of blowing around earlier, but now seems like the snow has actively stopped falling ish, and the wind has kind of died down a little. Yeah.
And what we're left with is something that a car like this excels in and everybody else is afraid of.
As I say, it stopped snowing. It looks like it just picked back up, so.
Fun.
But Subaru can handle it.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing approximately the speed limit. We're not fussing about in our braking or in our acceleration. We're generally hoping people know better than to pull out in front of us because obviously braking is, 4-wheel or all-wheel drive does not mean all-wheel stop or 4-wheel stop. It just means that you can get enough traction to get moving. Stopping still has to be treated with care. As long as you know that, you'll be fine.
Well, we've gotten to go into a couple of stores while we've been out just to do a couple of errands, and it's stores that are open. They've got plenty of people ready to help us out.
Yeah, well, Best Buy did 511. I'm gonna try to find a way to buy different pants that don't have to be 511s, because y'all guys in Tulsa don't show up to work when you're scheduled to show up to work because you're scared of a little snow. Naughty, naughty, my friend, naughty, naughty.
You know, this snow, the consistency of this snow would be great for sledding.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this is the ideal snow. This is the best time, because I mean, you can get your Miata out in a parking lot and learn to do donuts and drift in this kind of snow. You can go sledding in this kind of snow. You can drive your Forester at speed through town in this snow. This is ideal. This is the sort of stuff I've been waiting for. I love it. Who cares if it's only 7 degrees outside and is incredibly painful to be outside the vehicle? As long as we're in and the heater's on, man, we're in great shape.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Subaru has been a great purchase. I mean, even when it's not snowing, we still have a fair amount of rain, and it's a great vehicle in the rain. It's reliable. It just, you know, you can count on it.
Is it fast?
I would say it's quick.
I would too. It actually is. You know, we're car people, right? So things need to be fast. But you know, we've had fast cars. After a while, like on a day like today, what good is a fast car?
Right.
Give me my Porsche 911 Turbo right now, and let me go ahead and drive around in this. Think I'm gonna have a good time?
Probably not.
If it's all-wheel drive, I totally will. But if it's not, that's what I'm getting at. It's like, fast cars are great. How about something that's consistently fast? Something that's quick when it's dry, and then faster than everyone else when it's not. That, to me, that's the thing. People call a lot of cars like, oh, you got to get your Dodge Demons and your ZL1 Camaros and your new Corvettes and your Porsches and your Lamborghinis. And it's like, how often do you get to experience rapid movement being fast? Not all that often, I imagine.
I mean, if you live anywhere with traffic, not that much, and you know, you've got to pay for track days, and
yep.
Generally speaking, it's I would say for most people it appeals to them to have a quick car where they can utilize that quickness more often.
Absolutely. Yeah, the real story for me is that a car's value is measured in how many smiles it puts on your face, and not always on the absolute simple numbers that it turns out, because that's not always the answer. It just isn't. You know, sometimes it's in the numbers it put. Think of it this way. 500 horsepower car puts out 180 miles an hour top speed, okay?
Okay.
Let's imagine that it hits that top speed twice per year. Okay?
Okay.
And let's say that's the only reason you drove it. Okay? Now, it hits it twice per year. So strictly as in a numerical way of looking at it, you've got 360 for a number rating for a year. How many miles per hour you hit in a year. And measure those miles per hour in fun, okay? Take a car like this, something that I drive the piss out of even when I shouldn't be. Now imagine between 50 and 90 miles an hour every day of the year for 8 hours a day. Who's got the bigger number then? Who's enjoying it more? If the miles per hour is a number to measure how much fun you're having, who's enjoying it more?
That's very true.
Yeah. In a super fast car, in a 500 horsepower car, everybody knows what it is. So if you do 50 to 90 miles an hour through traffic, well, somebody with a citation book is always looking at you to make sure that you don't do that. So you're 50 to 90 in order to try to keep up with this guy and keep those numbers even. Those get marginalized by people out there looking to make sure that you don't get to do that. Draws more attention.
That's true.
And then it snows. And then you can't even do 20 miles an hour.
Your car needs to stay in the garage then.
That's correct. Meanwhile, I'm out here still racking up fun numbers.
It's having a great time.
Yeah, it's not a
this isn't a win-win game, like
it's not a competition.
Right.
It's meant to show that it doesn't have to be lots of money, fast cars, V8, end of story.
You can enjoy and be inspired by what you already have.
Bingo. That's what it is. Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us a lot. We certainly appreciate it. If this video was helpful to you, if you had a good time hanging out in the snow with us, please hit that like button. Little bell lets you know when we upload things. I guess that still matters. From what I understand lately, the new YouTube metric is comments. And if you guys have been around for a while, then you know every comment that you guys drop, at least in this period of time, until there are thousands of you, gets answered, gets an interaction, you know, leads to a conversation. I enjoy those. I look forward to those. If you haven't already, check us out. We're over on Instagram at inspired_drive. We really enjoy the interactions that we get to have with you guys. Still having a whole lot of fun, and we're just going to keep on keeping on. Guys, stay safe out there. Drive inspired.
Bye.